Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria. If you watch this video and you enjoy it, don't be shy, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Today we're going to talk about why some people never heal from narcissistic abuse and how you can break that cycle. So maybe you're someone who's just out of a narcissistic relationship, or 2, or 3. Maybe you've been with someone who is emotionally unavailable, suppresses their emotions, and then spews out this narcissistic rage. Someone that's made you feel really bad about yourself, like you're not worthy. Maybe you've been through long-term emotional abuse in childhood with a narcissistic parent, caretakers, siblings that caused you to attach beliefs about yourself to your identity, like you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're never going to get a good job. So this is all a form of long-term emotional abuse. Maybe you're someone who has been bullied over an extended period of time, whether that was in high school, middle school, elementary school, or even in a workplace. Emotional abuse that lasts over an extended period of time causes something called complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So when someone develops this thing we call C-PTSD, they have things like social anxiety in social situations. It's very difficult for them to form relationships with other people. They have emotional flashbacks. So someone could say something in real time and it reminds them of something that someone said or how they made them feel when they were a child or while they were in that abusive relationship. They're then transported back to that time and they no longer feel safe being in the present. Maybe it's toxic shame. That shame that we felt as children or in the relationship, and we attached that shame to our identity and we believed it to be true and we believe this to be a part of ourselves. When we have that shame, we bury it down and it's very difficult to feel. It doesn't feel great when shame arises. Maybe you're someone that deals with a vicious inner critic, and this inner critic voice not only says I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, but has this deep-rooted sense of there's something wrong with me. There's something internally wrong with me. I'm different from other people and I can't be happy. I can't move forward. And I have ruminating thoughts that play over and over in my mind, especially in social situations. You feel like you're not a safe person. You don't feel safe. And you don't feel safe with other people, and you don't feel safe out in the world. However, you're probably someone with an overwhelming amount of empathy that's a really good person. So we deal with all of this having complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and this is the aftermath of going through long-term emotional abuse. This is a really hard way to live. So why do some people not heal from this? If there is one thing I know to be true, it is that time does not heal trauma. So we can let this trauma fester. We can stuff it down and keep the shame and keep the blame and keep the embarrassment deep down for as long as we want to. And sometimes it comes out as depression, anxiety, irritability. We can do that. But if we want to be free from all of this, if we want to heal from this complex post-traumatic stress disorder and these vicious inner critic thoughts, then I'm here to tell you that healing takes action. This isn't the kind of thing that you can go to a therapist once a week for an hour and then walk out of the office and go on with your normal life. This is something that takes digging. It takes work. You have to go back to the place where the abuse started and reparent that person. How do we do this? So when we talk about reparenting this inner child, some people talk about an inner child and they think, that can't be true, or That's not going to help. Reparenting an inner child means that you are yourself at every age. You are. As you walk throughout this earth, there are some things that offend you and you take personally because they are things that are triggers and they're poking you and they happened in your childhood. You are every age that you have lived. So when we reparent our inner child, we're actually going back to when things kind of went in the wrong direction growing up. And we didn't feel that love and we didn't feel support. Maybe we were teased. Maybe we were ridiculed, put down, silenced. And we need to actually go back, feel those feelings. And when they came up, and talk to ourselves in a way in which we wish someone were there to talk to us. So the healing journey is going to take work. It takes an action. So why do some people never heal? So of the people that come to me or, come across as I need help, I don't know where to begin, I would say most of those people are looking to put in the work to heal from narcissistic abuse. But there are the percentage of people that just want to talk about what has happened to them in their past. And we need to remember that talk therapy is not all we need. We can't constantly be living in the past and replaying all of the terrible things that have happened to us. We need to actually do the work to change. Why do people not want to do the work to change? Honestly, it isn't for everyone. To be able to heal from this sort of abuse takes getting inside of your physical body and in your mind, in your spirit even, and in your soul, and feeling all of those terrible feelings that you felt in the past, and being there for yourself to comfort yourself through those feelings, to feel, process, and move these feelings through your body. It sounds so much easier than what it actually is. It's actually kind of difficult to put it into words, to tell you the truth. But if we want to move forward, we have to feel the feelings that happened to us in the past, and we have to reparent ourselves. This takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of compassion towards yourself. You have to love yourself to the point where you're okay with the pain and that feeling of being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable in that feeling. You also need to throw a timeline out the window. There is no timeline to heal from long-term emotional abuse. There really isn't. And you would be doing yourself a huge disservice to say, in 3 months, I want to feel better. In 6 months, I want to feel better. I will tell you, just like discovering what a narcissist is, you're peeling the onions and you're discovering all the layers. That's kind of what a healing journey looks like. Every time you think that you're getting better with something, maybe you have less ruminating thoughts. Maybe your vicious inner critic is starting to get more compassionate, and you start seeing these changes in yourself. That's wonderful. But under that layer might be a layer of shame that you don't know about yet. Maybe you're very irritable. You don't know where the irritability is coming from. So you give up because you're sick of feeling bad. In the healing journey, you might feel worse before you feel better. I don't want to sugarcoat it. In most cases, you will feel worse before you feel better. But that's only because you're feeling the pain of what has happened to you in your past. A lot of times that means that you need to protect yourself by going no contact with certain people in your life. And that's okay. In fact, feeling bad in those moments is okay too. This is a journey that you're going to go on. But I can promise you that during this journey, you're going to say the words, I am so proud of myself, many times, over and over again. You're going to feel pockets of peace, and you are going to feel understanding, for yourself. You are going to feel compassion for yourself. You are going to have less negative thoughts about yourself. The dialogue you have surrounding yourself is going to change. You are going to love yourself more and more every day because you gave yourself this time to heal. You learn how important you are by going through this with yourself. So a lot of people don't heal from narcissistic abuse because A, they don't want to go through the process of healing, and B, they're too scared to start because they don't want to touch the hurtful feelings that they have inside. I can guarantee you, if you do the work, there's peace on the other side of the rainbow. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't be shy, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And as always, you guys, I wish you all the